Kia just unveiled the brand spanking new 2025 Tasman pickup truck, and let me tell you, this thing is a game changer. Why? Well, this thing gives you the best of both worlds. It has the power, the efficiency, and the practicality you will need. Honestly, Kia knocked it out of the park with this one. Let me explain. Performance. This beast is packing some serious firepower under the hood with a turbocharged 4-cylinder engines that are pumping out whopping 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. Or if you want to really let the big dog off the leash, you can go for the brawny V6 that's cranking out 350 horsepower and 375 pound-feet of torque. And the transmission options? You've got your classic 8-speed auto, or you can go with the lightning-fast dual-clutch setup to really put those ponies to the pavement with precision and lightning-quick response. All these might come as a surprise to you, but Kia's got their sights set on dominating the big boys like the Ford Ranger and Toyota Tacoma, and they're coming out swinging. These guys are dead set on claiming the top spot, and they're not messing around. This thing's a lean, mean driving machine with lightweight materials that trim the overall weight. And get this bad boy comes in both all-wheel and four-wheel drive flavors, so whether you're cruising the streets or conquering the trails, it's got you covered. And for all you off-road junkies out there, the four-wheel drive Tasman is really where it's at, with locking diffs and increased ground clearance that turn this truck into a proper trail-dominating beast. But it's not just raw power and rugged capability that make the Tasman stand out. No, this thing's got the brains to match the brawn, with features like ABS, electronic stability control, hill descent control, and many more. Don't let the Tasman's tough, rugged truck proportions fool you either. This rig handles like a dream. The sophisticated suspension and advanced driver aids, like electric power steering and adaptive dampers, deliver a surprisingly nimble and responsive driving experience. And when you flip that sport mode switch, you better hold on tight, because throttle response, steering, and transmission tuning all get dialed up to 11 for an even wilder ride. But Kia's not stopping there. They're future-proofing the Tasman with both hybrid and all-electric powertrain options, so you can choose your own path. It is clearly evident that they paid a lot of attention to every detail. They thought about the future and even how to make the design complement the whole appeal of the truck. But don't just take my word for it, let's dissect it. Exterior design. As a self-proclaimed car enthusiast, I can't help but gush over the 2025 Kia Tasman. It's an absolute stunner. This vehicle is the perfect blend of style and substance, seamlessly combining cutting-edge technology with timeless elegance. If you ask me, the Tasman's design is an absolute work of art. Sure, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but that's the beauty of it. This car is all about embracing your unique style and preferences. What works for one person might not work for another, and that's just fine in my opinion. It's better to be functional and quirky than just boring, overly minimalistic, and dull. But it all boils down to your preferences. So let's start with the Tasman's state-of-the-art lighting system. Kia offers a choice between advanced LED and high-intensity discharge headlights. Not only do these lighting solutions enhance safety, but they also lend an undeniably sophisticated and distinctive look to the Tasman's exterior. Seriously, just wait until you see these bad boys in action. It's like driving a futuristic spaceship, but the Tasman's appeal goes beyond that. This vehicle boasts an aerodynamic design with curves and contours that reduce drag and enhance stability, resulting in a driving experience that's both efficient and thrilling. The sleek, streamlined body shape, complemented by strategically placed spoilers and air vents, channel the airflow seamlessly around the vehicle, minimizing turbulence and maximizing fuel economy. And when you get behind the wheel, the responsive handling will have you craving those winding roads and open highways. It's like a high-performance sports car disguised as a practical daily driver. The Tasman's exterior styling is nothing short of captivating. From the bold, muscular front grille to the sweeping curves of the body panels, every detail exudes sophistication and modernity. The design language is a perfect blend of contemporary flair and timeless elegance, drawing inspiration from the sleek, aerodynamic silhouettes of high-performance sports cars. The sculpted hood, the gracefully arched roofline, and the prominent wheel arches all contribute to a sense of pure, unadulterated dynamism, hinting at the power and performance that lie beneath the surface. But the Tasman isn't just a pretty face. Kia has also equipped it with a range of customization options to help you express your unique style. Fancy tinted windows for that sleek, mysterious look and reduced glare? Easy. Need to haul some extra gear with roof racks? No problem. The Tasman allows you to personalize your ride, ensuring it reflects your individual personality and needs. But here's the the thing, the Tasman may look a bit rugged and fierce, which is a good thing, but this design aesthetic changes once you step inside. It's all about giving you premium features and comfort. It has plush seats, infotainment system, all of the essentials and some. But we need to talk about this in detail, so let's talk about it. Interior design. First off, the seats are like a big hug, wrapped in the finest leather, and whether you're cruising on the hottest day of the summer or trying to thaw out on a frosty winter morning, the heated and cooled seats have your back. But the real party trick? The fold flat rear seats. Suddenly, your Tasman transforms from a luxurious people mover to a cargo hauling machine. Need to pick up your things? No sweat. Just fold down those seats and watch as your Tasman swallows up all your stuff. And when your hands are too full to open the trunk, the power-operated tailgate comes in clutch. And let's not forget about all the tech goodies. USB ports and wireless charging pads galore, so your devices are always juiced up and ready to go. It's like having your own personal charging station on wheels, and with multi-zone climate control, everyone can set their own perfect temperature. One thing you need to really understand about the Tasman is that it is so versatile. With its insane flexibility, you can transform it from a cozy 5-seater to a supersized 7-seater in the blink of an eye. On top of all that, the Tasman's cutting-edge infotainment system is like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. That massive, high-res touchscreen makes navigating, rocking out, and controlling your ride a total breeze. And let's not forget about the heads-up display. It's like having a personal co-pilot right there on your windshield, keeping you informed without ever having to take your eyes off the road. But this wouldn't be a fair review if I didn't talk about one major thing. You see, the interface of this thing is not the most intuitive, which is a real bummer. I mean, all these killer features are useless if they're a pain to actually use, right? But hey, let's stay positive here. Maybe it's just a small hiccup, and the folks at Kia have worked out the kinks. After all, the Tasman's interior is a masterclass in quality craftsmanship, from the meticulously stitched seats to the precision instrument panel. It's like they've created a literal oasis of calm and comfort. Seriously, the ambient lighting, the premium leather, the elegant wood trim, it's all come together to craft an interior that's not just functional, but downright indulgent. And the best part? It's not just about looking good. These luxe touches enhance the overall driving experience, turning your daily commute into something you'll actually look forward to. And the tech doesn't stop there, my friends. This baby's loaded with a suite of advanced driver assistance systems that'll all have you feeling like you're riding in the future. But you know how this goes. If they want to be the best, it's not just about design, right? There's one major thing that's crucial, so let's talk about it: platform and functionality. Now, we've talked about the design, and let's just be honest. From the moment you set eyes on this bad boy, you can just tell it's built to take on any terrain you throw its way. I mean, this thing is like a rugged, steel-framed superhero, durable as all get out, yet still light and nimble on the road. And those body panels? Pure genius. Is a perfect blend of tough-as-nails aluminium and lightweight composite that gives you the best of both worlds. Plus, this adaptive setup is the stuff dreams are made of, my friend. Whether you're cruising down the highway or conquering some serious backcountry, the Tasman suspension adjusts on the fly to deliver a ride that's as smooth as silk and confidence-inspiring as heck. And that raised ground clearance means you can tackle obstacles without a second thought. And the skid plates, locking diffs, and tow hitch just add to the Tasman's adventurous capabilities. This thing is a true dual threat, as comfortable on the pavement as it is tackling the trails. But the best part is that Kia's engineers have made this rig a breeze to maintain, with easy access to key components and advanced diagnostics to keep you in the know. This platform is built to last, perform, and keep you and your loved ones protected no matter where the road takes you. And that's not all. The Tasman is aiming to be a force to be reckoned with when it comes to towing. Kia has set its sights on a braked towing capacity of a whopping 3,500 kilograms or 7,700 pounds. That puts it squarely in the same league as established players like the Ford Ranger and the Toyota Hilux, both of which boast similar towing capacities. And it is the same story when it comes to payload. This thing has a maximum capacity of around 2,400 pounds. This is again on par with its competitors. This is really good because one thing's for sure, the Kia Tasman is entering a fiercely competitive market. But its impressive towing and payload capacity, coupled with Kia's reputation for innovation and design, make it a contender worth watching. It's clear that Kia isn't just entering the mid-sized truck arena, they're aiming to be a serious player, and I can't wait to see how this thing will disrupt the whole market. Think about it, most companies these days just load their vehicles up with so-called functional features that don't actually serve any real purpose, and then they overprice the heck out of their trucks because of it. And let's be honest, I think we've had enough of that, am I right? Are you not tired of all that nonsense too? Well, that is what it seems like Kia has picked up on. They're doing the complete opposite with the Tasman. They focused on the stuff that actually matters, the hardcore capability, the easy maintenance, and the top-notch safety features. No gimmicks, no useless add-ons, just a seriously impressive rig that delivers on all fronts. And that, my friend, is music to my ears. But then you might be thinking that this thing will have a price tag, because you can't eat the cake and keep it for later too, right? Well, let's break it down. Price and release date. This baby doesn't roll onto the scene. Oh no, it makes a jaw-dropping, head-turning entrance that'll have you doing a double take. And get this, the price tag is as easy on the wallet as the Tasman is on the eyes, starting at a super competitive $25,000. Yeah, you heard that right. Kia has managed to pack this beauty with an incredible range of trims to suit every driver's style and budget. Want to go green? Well, Kia's got you back with the Whisper Quiet ultra-efficient green line model, which is expected to hit the market soon. Or maybe you're all about that raw, sporty power. In that case, the thrilling GT variant is going to be right up your alley with its sleek, high-octane flair. No matter which trim you choose, you're getting a killer combo of style and substance that's sure to turn heads. But the real kicker? The Tasman's exceptional value proposition. In a world where premium features usually come with a premium price tag, Kia has managed to load this truck up with all the latest tech and luxurious amenities without breaking the bank. Talk about a strategic move. Not only does it make the Tasman accessible to a wider range of drivers, but it also solidifies Kia's position as a serious contender in the affordable truck game. And let's not forget about that all-important resale value, the holy grail for any savvy car shopper. Well, Kia's got that covered too, my friends. Over the past decade, they seriously upped their reliability game, transforming their reputation and giving the big boys like Toyota and Honda a real run for their money. Don't just take my word for it. Check out Kia's impressive rankings in those JD Power Quality and Reliability studies where they've consistently knocked it out of the park. In fact, the average annual repair cost for a Kia is only about $474, which is way lower than the industry average of $652. Translation? Kias are not only super reliable, but they're also a breeze to maintain. And Kia backs up that reliability with one of the best car warranties in the business, a 5-year bumper-to-bumper and a 10-year powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind, am I right? So I know you're probably wondering when this thing will come out, and while Kia has been tight-lipped about specific details, the release date for this much-anticipated vehicle is a question on everyone's lips. Currently, the consensus points to a 2025 launch, with many speculating a mid-year unveiling. Kia has been strategically building excitement through teasers and camouflage prototypes, keeping enthusiasts on the edge of their seats. If you ask me, this thing will be off the shelves like hotcake. It is amazing, and at the end of the day, it's all about being a better alternative than what is out there on the market. So there is only one question left to answer. How will it stack up against the competition? Competition. Now I know what you're thinking. The competition is fierce. You've got the Ford Ranger with its towing prowess and rugged good looks. And then there's the Toyota Hilux, the tough-as-nails workhorse that's got a cult following for a reason. Even the Isuzu D-Max is giving these guys a run for their money with its stellar fuel efficiency. But here's the thing, those trucks are all about one-trick ponies. The Hilux is all about toughness, the Ranger is all about hauling power, and the D-Max is all about being a real gas sipper. The Tasman, on the other hand, is the Swiss Army knife of the bunch. It does everything better than average, and that, my friends, is where it shines. Kia's really taken a smart, calculated approach with this Tasman truck, and you know what that means. Success, my friends. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel or chase some unattainable high-end dream. No, they're focused on making the perfect truck for that everyday Joe and Jane. Now I know what you're thinking, no car's perfect, right? Well, the Tasman is darn close, but it's got a few areas that it could use a little TLC. For starters, the cargo space could use a bit of a boost. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of room for you and your crew, and plus all your gear. But if you're the adventurous type who needs to haul some serious equipment, you might find the truck a tad on the snug side. Kia needs to work on that if they want the Tasman to be the ultimate family hauler. And while we're on the topic of room for improvement, let's talk about the infotainment system. Sure, it's loaded with bells and whistles, but the interface could use a bit of streamlining. I mean, we're living in the 21st century, people. The Tasman needs to be as user-friendly as it is powerful. Now, sure, it may not have the highest horsepower or the most luxurious bells and whistles, but who cares? Kia's gone and done something truly remarkable here. They've created two jaw-dropping engine options that are perfect for the mid-size market. We're talking about power and performance without breaking the bank. And let's not forget about that sleek, eye-catching design that manages to be both pleasing to the eye and seriously functional. And here's the thing, Sure, the competition has its strengths, but it also has its weaknesses. The Hilux could use a little more comfort, the Ranger might be a bit too pricey for some, and the D-Max is still struggling to shake that boring reputation. But the Tasman, it's the perfect blend of all the good stuff without any of the drawbacks. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.